Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are hither. We are hither. We are here. Watching the Falcons game, kind of, sort of. Not really, but yes.
I'm definitely watching the Falcons game. 100%. Tuned in.
So, what's the score right now? 7-6. We're going to kind of do a live reaction right now of what it is.
It's more of us kicking field goals. We don't score touchdowns. We kick field goals.
You said we kick field goals?
Have we scored a touchdown this season?
No.
Fantastic on this new high-powered offense where we don't have one damn touchdown. Bijan Robinson,
Oh, yeah. You know what? We did score a touchdown. 18-10. Yeah, I mean,
can't even be mad at Kyle Pitts not scoring touchdowns. He's a touchdown leader with one
freaking touchdown. I'm trying to figure out how I can take your you got an echo, but I'm working on it. He's got one right now. I mean, at least we're playing better. We are. Oh man, the executive producer out there. Can you hear?
Absolutely.
Our executive producer out there is going insane. But as we talked about, they are playing well. The defense is playing well like it always does.
Which is crazy to say as an Atlanta Falcons fan. The defense is doing its job. And the offense just continues not to be able to produce. It's an anemic offense. We just knew that Zach Robinson and Kirk Cousins were going to change our lives. In fact, they did not. They didn't change shit. It looks just like Marcus Mariota, looks just like Desmond Ridder. And once again, all y'all people that have ever had anything to say about Matt Ryan, do me a favor and shut up.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? We'll go back. We'll come back.
Matt Ryan might have cursed us.
We'll come back to the pregame. We're gonna do kind of a quick reaction. So you know what's funny? The Steelers look like the Pittsburgh Falcons from last year.
Absolutely.
The Falcons look like the Falcons from last year. Like it so much for the whole coaches can take whatever player they want to and I can win a Super Bowl. It's only a few that can do that or even get to a Super Bowl. It's Sean McVay, Shanahan, Andy Reid. And we don't really know about Andy Reid because Andy Reid is kind of like Phil Jackson. He's had a...
No. Andy Reid is on pace to be the greatest coach of all time. Bill
Belichick.
Belichick.
He is. But he also has had Donovan McNabb. They went to 4 NFC championships.
That's not in the whole scheme of things. Telling me that you had Donovan McNabb is like cool, but I don't push you either way for having Donovan McNabb. Like I don't think that Donovan McNabb is like can't miss. I think that other coaches have Donovan McNabb and trick it off. They don't.
He's a Hall of Fame player, right?
No, he's not.
He should be. There's no way he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. No way.
He Ring of Honor guy. If you really look at his stats, he's probably a Ring of Honor guy.
Four NFC championships in a Super Bowl.
I agree with that as far as like that part. And Donovan McNabb does not have a Super Bowl.
Saying he went to 4 NFC championships in a Super Bowl. He didn't go to 4 Super Bowls.
Correct.
He went to 1.
Correct. But nah, he's good quarterback. Damn good quarterback. Ring of Honor guy though, not a Hall of Fame guy. So yeah, anytime that you're that successful with a guy who's not a Hall of Fame guy, then I of course attribute that directly to the coach. And then for you to go somewhere else, and then it's a little bit different for me with Mahomes because he's one of the few people that had the foresight. Like, nope, we want that guy. It's not like you picked Mahomes and you saw Mahomes in college and you were suddenly like, must have.
No, it was
that's foresight.
I'm gonna say something.
Foresight.
Y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad when I say this, but it's the truth. And I'm not taking anything away from Mahomes. Y'all know I'm with the blacks, but the same way that you saw Patrick Mahomes in college is the same way they looked at Josh Allen. It's the exact same thing. Big arm. Josh Allen was way more mobile.
Better.
But
I think they like Josh Allen way more.
Well, I mean, in terms of what you saw Patrick Mahomes throw for 700 yards in a game. You saw that he could put the team on his back. He could throw 40, 50 times, and he ran the spread offense.
Everybody at Texas Tech does that.
Yeah, true. The difference is Josh Allen went to the Bills. They've had multiple offensive coordinators. They don't have a head coach that calls the plays. You go to Andy Reid, you become Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' talent is Josh Allen's comparable. I think they're both somewhat talent-wise in the same category. But when you go to Andy Reid, and you get that offensive skill plan, and you get they both have big arms. They're both mobile. They have all the physical attributes. They have very similar physical attributes. Josh Allen is actually more of a better athlete.
Mahomes has the it that Josh Allen. You could never in a million years can I put Josh Allen in the same category as Magic Man Mahomes.
I think you could.
No,
I think you could if he were to end up in Kansas City. If he goes to Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes go to the Bills, I think the Kansas City still wins the Super Bowl.
I still think he throws too many interceptions. So do you think that Josh Allen's better than Lamar?
No.
Mm-hmm. Right?
No, I think they're all this. What has Lamar done? Him and Josh Allen do the same thing. They both lose in the playoffs. They run for a lot of. They run. One did it with Stephon Diggs. The other one did it with no receiver. So you could say that.
That's a big difference. Like, could you imagine what Lamar looks like with Stephon Diggs?
No, because I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I've never seen. I don't know.
I'm calling bullshit. You got an imagination.
No,
he's won two MVPs with no receiver. Josh Allen ain't won 2 MVP. Does Josh Allen have an MVP?
No. I mean, he won't. Josh Allen won't get an MVP as long as Patrick Mahomes is there with Andy Reid. You're not gonna get one.
Lamar is almost Hall of Fame bound already. Josh Allen. Yeah.
No, he won't. He's gonna. It's unfortunate. If he were in the NFC, I don't know if he'd probably be the best quarterback in the NFC.
The reason that I will say
the last 3 years,
I'm not pulling any punches on Josh Allen is Matt Ryan's gonna make the Hall of Fame, and Josh Allen, you can't be better than him, the person that everybody thinks is not good.
Josh Allen, by the time he gets to the end of his career, if he plays as long as Matt Ryan, he'll have better stats than Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan had he'll have better stats than Matt Ryan. It won't be. He's gonna have more passing yards, more rushing yards, more touchdowns. If they play the same amount of years in the same amount of games, Josh Allen will have better stats than Matt Ryan.
We're gonna have to look at pass average because he's gonna get one extra game, or at the pace they go, it might be 2 extra games every season. But yeah, I don't. And especially, I know it's something that only I think have looked at. But if you look at the passing offenses, they have gone down. I think since 2015, the average passing yards have gone down. This is not the passing league that everybody tells you it is. This actually might be a running league.
Kirk Cousins. So we're talking about, you're right, it is a running league. We're watching the game, we're streaming the game, and we're going to do So the thing about the Falcons is we are moving the ball on the Eagles defense right now. Full stop. No nothing. No yeah, you saw that sweep with Bijan. Yeah. We're moving the ball, but Kirk Cousins, he definitely told the truth. He was playing timid in game 1. He was scary. He said it. And now they running play action. Play action it's so crazy how play action in this offense opens up everything. Our receivers look wide open all game.
Now, there are 2 things that I want to say here. Zach Robinson, hey, you need to look in the mirror and make sure you're not Arthur Smith. Because what you're basically telling me is you just did not make any changes in the first game because you're stupid. One thing that we don't allow around here is stupidity. We've seen too much stupidness go on. I don't have the patience for it. As you can see, Reggie laughing. I'm dead ass serious. We don't have the. I'm not watching anybody else do more stupid things. And Kirk Cousins, you better throw the ball to where somebody can keep running when they get the ball. Every time you throw the ball, you stop their motion, and you got everybody now. I don't want to hear nothing.
Get out the door, Bijan. Great play call. Now, that was a great play call. Good screen. So we'll keep you guys posted. Third quarter, 7-6. Falcons defense looks like the real deal. Jalen Hurts, of course, they're missing A.J. Brown with a hamstring. We're missing Landaman, who was our leading tackler last year. We're missing him, but we got Troy Anderson back. Our defensive front looks for real. Grady, Onyemata, Judon.
And I think that we should have played Rook. I don't know how in the hell Rook is a DNP. That's crazy to me. Like, we don't have enough pass rushers to not be playing guys who are pretty good. Hey, we ain't got that.
He's running, and Zach Robinson. Y'all, if you looked at the reaction last week, y'all, we said, hey, it should be a 2-to-1 or 2-to-1 ratio of Robinson to Algier. No. I said 2-to-1. It should be a 2-to-1 because Bijan is going to be that guy. He's the Trae Young. He's going to be the franchise player. It's going to be him. Unless Penix turns out to be that dude. It's always going to be the quarterback. But for now, it's going to be Bijan. But Algier coming in, and we are killing the Philadelphia Eagles linebackers. We are killing them.
But this is the reason that it should be 1-to-1.
Where's the chat?
Because Bijan is also going to get passing targets that Algier is not going to get. So balance it out. And that makes the defense that more tired. Hey, this man, and Algier runs aggressive. He's in good shape. And yeah, keep swapping them out. Or do like you're doing right now. Let Algier be RB1. I still am a firm believer that between the tackles, he's a better runner than Bijan. Now, on the outside, you're right. That's Bijan's place to flourish. But when I tell you between the tackles, Algier's our guy. And we are a front-loaded, mashing offense. We are.
So I got the chat bot up there. Whenever we have some chat, we got a whole bunch of spam right now. Shout out to the spam. No, that means somebody's watching that don't want us to be there, which means we talking about something. We appreciate the hate. We always appreciate it. So let's get started with the pregame, man. Kurt, you just got molly whopped. Let's start out with the pregame. I'm gonna try to stay focused, y'all. I'm gonna try to stay focused. So,
here we go. Kick another field goal. Great job. Ta-da.
So shout out to Tracy Rocker. I'm surprised. So this is a Norwood topic. I don't think Norwood knows who Tracy Rocker is in terms of the D-line coach.
I absolutely do.
So you know that he was the long-time D-line coach at UGA for a long time, and then he ended up – you didn't know that. I see your face. And then he ended up leaving.
No, I didn't care about that part.
He went to a few places, and now he's the D-line coach for Tennessee. Very, very good guy. Very good coach. His son –
Excellent.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
His son, Kumar, has been good at baseball his entire life. Hey, what's up, Josh? His entire life. Kumar has made his major league debut where he had pitched 7 innings and got a win for the Texas Rangers. And he went from Nashville to Seattle to see his son's debut. Because, in baseball, when you haven't made a debut, they kind of just tell you, like, hey, be here tomorrow or be here this afternoon. And he made it work. Shout out to Tracy Rocker.
Yeah. So did I know him from the University of Georgia? Hell no, because I don't give a damn about their position coaches unless they headed to Florida or to the Falcons. I do know him
that's a one-way door. They come here.
Coach. I know him as an elite black dad, and that's what matters to me. Those two things. This is exceptional. You know how we support black dads around here. And, yeah, Kumar is good.
Kumar's nasty. Good. I was like, Braves, make this happen. But he went like number 1. He was in the first round. Yeah. So if you didn't grab him with your first pick.
I'm I'm still mad we didn't get that ambidextrous pitcher from Mississippi State, if I believe.
Mississippi State,
Yeah,
bruh.
I really want it. I really.
Just
We
for the
can't.
attraction.
We can't use a lefty and a righty, but we're not gonna spiral into that. We got a couple things we're gonna celebrate real quick. Number one, the Aces. Yeah, I guess we'll celebrate Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts has put Usher
I'm not supposed to go there.
on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
my bad.
Mookie Betts has put Usher on notice to stay away from his wife. They going, I guess they're going to the concert in Atlanta or the one later on this year. But Mookie is like everybody else. Hey, Usher, stay away from my lady. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what exactly Usher did, but Usher was tripping this weekend. I saw some videos of that, and I was like, hey, with the cherries at the concert, bro, you're wilding.
Hey, yeah, and I mean he wilding, but I mean it takes two to tango.
Yeah, don't leave your lady around USHERRAYLOND. He spelled his whole name. I'll let you know. It's me. It's me.
Yeah, he was there throwing he threw the first pitch during this big series between the Dodgers and the Braves. I think is 1-1. I think the Braves are playing right now. So that's awesome.
I was trying to throw some pitches. All right.
He was pitching. Shout out to Chris Sale. He is on pace to win the Triple Crown. 17 wins, 2.35 ERA, and he has over 220 strikeouts now. It's 219 before. Wow. That was, sorry if y'all heard that. That was a U.S. one of them planes that like drops tanks out. It was one of them from Dobbins. So I just heard that. But shout out to Chris Sale, man. You know what I hate about this? Because I don't want to be that person, but I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that person because I'm an Atlanta fan / Georgia fan, and I sometimes dwell in misery because that's how I was raised. If we had Spencer Strider and Ronald Acuna and Ozzie Albies and everybody else healthy with Chris Sale pitching like this, we look kind of scary.
I agree.
We look, and I don't even mean kind of scary, because the Phillies are at 90 wins, the first team to 90 wins, and we're at 82. 81? 82. So we're only 8 games back.
You're right, Josh. He does come with parental advisory. Yeah, that's the frustrating part about this is Alex Anthopoulos did the unthinkable again, and he got somebody else to pay for it. And unfortunately, our team is just not healthy to be able to really take advantage, because he's putting on a masterclass, and unfortunately, we're not going to pay this guy next year. And I am happy. I hope he does win the Cy Young #1, and I'm happy that he came here. And one thing that me and Reggie tell you every week when it comes to the Braves, we'll give you an opportunity, and it might only be temporary, but we're gonna help you get paid.
Yeah. I think if what I've seen is true, Chris Sale will end up re-signing with the Braves, kind of like Charlie Morton, and I think Charlie Morton will end up being off of the roster. He's been okay. He's definitely fallen off, but of course, it's kind of difficult. Yes, it's kind of difficult. Yes, it's kind of difficult to judge his pitching staff because we've had 3 of our top 5 pitchers, and the sleeper that came out of nowhere, he's hurt too. So it's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, for me, I don't think that we're going to pay him what he's going to command. And after a Cy Young season, get your money, big dog. I can't hate that. Yeah, I just know we ain't breaking bread like that.
I really do want and I'll move on to the next topic, but I really do want like a little mural of like all the athletes that were like 1-year reclamation projects for the Braves and for the Braves.
And this is the thing. You could go somewhere. If you go somewhere else and it doesn't work out, we'll be more. Hey, one thing that we will do as the Braves is spin the block.
Yep,
we love spinning the block. Hey, if you and your next lady don't work out, we got a spot for you, big dog.
Yep, yeah. So shout out to Chris Sale, man. And you never know, he might be nostalgic and want to come back because he knows the potential of this team.
I mean, that's the other thing. You've been in the clubhouse. You know what the good, the bad, and the ugly. And Do you want the money or do you want to? I mean, it's not many places you can go that are better opportunities.
Bro, the Eagles are playing backyard football. We're getting to Jalen Hurts every time, and he's just barely dumping the ball off. Crazy story. Twins cut Derek Bender for cheating. So Derek Bender is in the Twins minor league system. He was tipping pitches to and signs to the hitters because he felt his team sucked and he wanted the season to be over faster. So he was telling them what the pitch was so that they could lose. They ended up not making the playoffs, and they found out that he was the one doing it. So now Derek Bender is fired and probably banned from baseball. Not even banned officially, but probably won't pick up on another team.
I see this completely differently. We all folded in at the end of the day. We're ready to go home. That last 30 minutes, hour a day, hey man, it is high on the B and high on the S. As far as I'm considered, the man just wants to go somewhere to win. I don't necessarily hate this. Now, did you probably mismanage your opportunity? Sure. But if you're good, hey, the Braves will give you an opportunity for sure. And you won't have to worry about not playing in games that don't matter. So if that's your only issue, come on to Atlanta, baby.
We're going to be right here, dog. We're going to be right
here.
On
your day off is nasty, though. Let me tell you.
Adidas. This is your bag. Adidas is dropping Trae Young's sneaker line. They did not catch on. Is this mutual? You know more about this. Is this mutual or is this Adidas?
Surely not mutual. There's just not enough athletes that have. There are athletes right now who are much better than Trae without signature sneakers. So no, I'm sure that Trae would probably love to have to keep the thing going. And I'll be honest, sneakers weren't the worst. If Nike lets Devin Booker roll out them skateboards,
them trashes,
man, whatever trash cans. Now, I think that this is probably an ego check for Trae.
You think so?
What they're basically saying, if this ain't the ego check of all ego checks, then I don't know what else to tell you. They're basically saying, number one, you're not popular enough. You don't sell enough sneakers.
You're dusty.
You hit. Hey. It's uneven.
Yeah, it's uneven. So what I look for this, I look for Trae to go a move that would be cool. But I don't know if he's that person.
No, don't you say it.
Go with Kyrie.
Hell no.
Go with Kyrie.
His daddy not letting him do that. His daddy is not letting him do that. His daddy thinks that he is the greatest basketball player to ever live. You think he's gonna get over there with them antics? No. Now, what I thought you were gonna say was Steph Curry.
No. That doesn't make sense for him.
Yeah, I don't think that he'll go over there and be in the shadow. Ultimately, I mean, I think that this Nike
would be a good move, especially.
This is a good scoop for you. For me, Nike, this is a great scoop for you. He's still, say what you want to about Trae, and I've said it all. He's still a guy who invokes emotion out of players. Out of players, out of fans. He's still a good ticket. The only thing that I would say is, you got to make the sneaker good. The sneaker has to be good. But I think that he can definitely sell sneakers. Now, the play on the court is the bigger issue. He got the Adidas sneakers when the Hawks were winning. Lately, you're not playing 500 basketball. Nobody's going to see you otherwise. That's really the thing with him is visibility.
I look at this as a move like if you're a free agent, the NBA has had the last class, basically. The last giant class of stars. You had Giannis, KD, LeBron. You had Kyrie until all of that happened. Kyrie. I'm sure there's more that I can think of, but those are the big four superstars that I can think of the 2010s into the 2020s. LeBron's about to retire, and sometime soon. We don't know when. We don't know where. And we know neither the time nor the hour. See, I had Bible study the other day. We know neither the time nor the hour. But LeBron is going to retire. KD is in year like 15, although he one of the old people that could probably hoop for 20 years. He going to be out the way.
Oh, he for sure playing that next Olympics. I don't care what y'all say.
Giannis ain't the springest of chickens either. So there's a next move to get the next person. And if you look at it, there has been a mass exodus of people going to New Balance because they are now expanding into past.
He ain't going over there with DeJounte.
You got New Balance. You have Reebok that's back with they got AI and Shaq. Now that would be a nice move.
He ain't doing
but
that.
Shaq might smack you, and you can't do nothing even if he's 100. No. He's still 7'2".
Well, the issue that I see that's most prominent is the guys who you talked about, they're going to get more than 10 TV games a season. Trae, that's all you're going to get. If you're lucky. And you know what they start doing at the end of the season. Oh, y'all ain't playing? Chop, chop, chop. So you. But
even my point with Nike was that he could go to LA. He could the play. I don't think Trae's gonna stay here past this contract. I don't. I think the play is LA. The play is LA to pair him up with AD. And he's already with Clutch. I think that's already in motion.
He left Clutch
already.
Midway through last season. Yeah, when his guy left Clutch, he left Clutch. For me,
well, I don't know that.
If you're Atlanta, it's no way in hell you send him to. If you send him to LA, you love him more than you love yourself. Because you're gonna get yourself fired or embarrassed. Because all he's gonna go over there and do is be with. If you ever
and win a championship, he's gonna go over there and win a championship.
If you stick him with AD or Wemby, you're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look just like these people look who traded for Bryce. You gave away what?
You gave away everything. You gave away the offensive and defensive rookie of the year for Bryce.
Packaged it up and dropped it off like your name was damn Amazon.
And scurried away. Like you got ripped. Like you got away. We'll get to it. That's exactly. In the NFL. But yeah, Trae got a new sneaker line. I'm interested to see where he ends up. Trae is at a crossroads.
Nike. Just go to Nike, bro. Be a regular Nike athlete. If you play well, you'll get another opportunity to get a sneaker. You entertaining? I ain't gonna lie.
It will.
This is racist.
Hey man, everybody. Kendrick Lamar said he's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. They then Terrence Crawford.
You can't make this any better.
Terrence Crawford went to the UFC fight that was in Las Vegas in the Sphere, and as he was on camera, they called him Kendrick Lamar. That's hilarious. I hope that it was on purpose. I'm sure it wasn't because of the people that run the UFC have the similar outlook.
No, Dana White already said they looked alike. And it's like.
He said that?
It's
like in real life?
It's exactly. Yes. And it's perturbing because Kendrick Lamar, within the rap song, he shows you the differences in both people. Hey, this is who I am. This is who this guy is. There's no reason for you to mix them up when I have explained to you who he is and who I am in the song. And the song is so popular, it got me a damn Super Bowl. And nobody, this once again, hire more black people. Hire more black people. If you hire black people, you won't be looking stupid to who? Black people, because you look stupid.
Yep. Update on the Falcons. Eagles games is 10-9. Falcons have the ball. They're down 10-9. We still have not scored a touchdown this game. A.J. Brown is out with a hamstring. Nate Landerman out with something. We don't know what happened with Nate Landerman, but he's out on the IR 4 years.
No, 4 games.
4 games. I said 4 years. 4 years, boy. They say you trying to grow a new leg, boy. You a chameleon? You a reptile? Reptilian. No, he's out 4 games. All right. This is what Norwood tried to start off with, and I didn't have it queued up. Asia Wilson, first player to score 1,000 regular season points in WNBA history. She is going to be the MVP of the league. She is going to win offensive. She's going to win everything because she could not play for the rest of the season and would lead the league in scoring.
This is what, and I hate to like wrap this back to Trae. This is what I be talking about when y'all get tired of people talking shit about you. Do like Asia did.
Whoop ass.
They thought that she wasn't the MVP.
They said she was fourth.
Yes, and she took it as disrespect. And she
what else would you take it at? Go ahead.
And she's made the WNBA pay every day ever since. This is what it's about. It's very simple. And I love that the ladies are the people who are showing you cut the shit and just go win. If you good, kick ass. And kick so much ass that your left foot start hurting and you got to move to your right. Whatever, make them hate you. And she's done a damn good job of it. And it ain't been a whole lot of playing all on the internet. You don't need all of that back and forth. And I love Asia so much. She showed up in the white t-shirt and said, I'm not fit. Hey, these outfits will come back when we start winning. Right now, I come here to do a damn job. And that white t-shirt is the equivalent of black Air Force Ones to y'all, if y'all haven't figured it out yet. When she put that white t-shirt on, she not playing.
Yeah, she's playing pretty well. Shout out to her, 1,000 points. Shout out to Bam, just because.
Get out of there. Mind our business.
1,000 reasons to smile. Listen, shout out to y'all. And then the Asia Wilson effect. So y'all don't get again, take with what I'm saying as a discussion point. I'm not saying it's true yet, but it's on the way. Did we go for it on fourth? We did. Take what I'm saying as if you.
Hey, Raheem, I'm finna cuss your ass out. I'm not in a good mood already, and you coaching like Dion.
So, if you think about the NBA in the '80s, right? They especially in the mid to late '80s. You were coming off of the early '80s, late '70s. They had an image change. They were trying to grow the sport. They needed somebody to grow the sport with. Who is that person? Michael Jordan. Asia Wilson, the WNBA.
I was actually going to get it.
Oh, you know. Falcons just scored. Oh, my baby. 42. Sorry. My baby sleep. Sorry, y'all.
Hey,
the Falcons just scored.
You know what it is, Pops. Y'all down there holding it down.
Yeah, okay. You get to go to sleep after 42, this.
Yeah, 42-yard reception for Mooney. Shout
Gardner Webb. Shout out to Florida. Yeah. Got burnt.
Yeah. Fantastic. But yeah, I was gonna say before you even got to Jordan, they were going the game with Magic and Bird. Yeah.
I agree with that, except for I would say Magic and Bird, and I know y'all don't want to say it as cliche, but it is Angel and Caitlin. They are gonna they're gonna take it to the W as the W. I'm with it. I'm with y'all. I support women. I'm gonna call it the W. I was laughing at the W before. Yeah, I was like, it's called WNBA, but no, that's catchy.
Not me.
The W.
It's branding. It like a part of it is you want to step out of the NBA shadow to a certain degree, and as long as you're the WNBA, NBA, the NBA is just a bigger, better brand.
But the they are brand. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
But when you do certain things, you can step out of that shadow. That orange hoodie that they have is fantastic.
Fire. I have been on the treadmill so that I don't have to look like a big Kool-Aid because I'm definitely gonna order it because it's hoodie season, patio season.
Yes.
We there.
And when you do little stuff like that, and then you get these players who are finally, everything's got to be at the right time. You got to have the right players with the right attitude so that people can be interested. Now we got Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Asia out there kicking ass and a little bit of everything. So you got more to talk about. And at the same time, the product has been good. I've told y'all that. But people are now recognizing it. I'm an early adopter. It takes other people longer. I'm happy to see. And the reason we say this is the Aces have sold out their season tickets for 2025.
For the second straight season.
Hawks ain't done that. Let me tell you that.
Back-to-back seasons in Las Vegas, they've sold out. And the thing about Las Vegas that I like is all of their teams are like less than 10 years old, right? You got the Las Vegas Knights. That's NHL. It's not Knights. Is it Knights?
Yes.
Knights.
Yes. Las Vegas.
So you got
Knights.
NHL. You have Oakland, which you're about to get baseball, but you have
On the
the
way.
LA Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. You have the Aces, and now you're about to get baseball, and you're probably about to get an NBA team in the next year or two. So they're building this fanhood community around sports, especially now that gambling is legal, and they are growing together. As you see, Mark Davis, owner of the Raiders, they're congratulating Asia as she got her 1,000th point. Right. They're building a community of sports there, and they're gonna win because they have all the money and all the connections and all of the stuff that we won't mention to make sure that they win.
Well, the other part is the city is a draw. So every weekend, now they're gonna run into the same issues that LA runs into, where you're gonna have a lot of home games that are away games.
Atlanta too. The Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons
Yes.
and Hawks run into the same thing. Atlanta, period.
Where people, it's a city. I'm sure to a lesser degree the Saints deal with the same thing, where it's a city that people love to go to. So that's the one like, oh, y'all want to plan a trip? All right, well, I'll go to Atlanta or I'll go to Vegas. Yeah. So yeah, it is very simple and easy for people to plan that trip. So you're gonna get a lot of visiting fans, which is good for the economy.
It is. It is. And as long as you got Asia Wilson there, y'all gonna have to pay her. We talked about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark earlier. Caitlin Clark set single season rookie scoring record. She's also I think she's already set the single season assist rookie record. I think she's had the first triple double by a rookie. She's had a whole lot of firsts, and it's just the first of many. Caitlin Clark, that Olympic break has noticeably been the best thing to happen to her. She got acclimated. She got back in the gym, and she was like, bet. And now they in the playoffs. She's cooking. Her teammates love her. It is what it is.
But yeah, for me, it was great. It was a great time for the reset. Kind of figure. I think she watched a lot of tape, and with Angel Reese basically being hurt she shut it down for the rest of the season. She's gonna run away with the rookie of the year.
She really is female Larry Bird. Like, she's from Iowa. She's a basketball junkie. She talks trash because you talk trash to her. Like, she's the reverse token. Like, she is cooking, and there's really nothing you can do for it. Well, who's
but not scary.
Not at all.
Not scary. None of it. And you, I love it. Whether you like her or not, you should like her. You should.
And
like
y'all know
her
she rookie of the year. I'm with the Blacks now. I'm with the Blacks, but it really had been no discussion.
I think it would have been a discussion if Angel Reese kept playing, but it's over.
It shouldn't have been. I like Angel Reese. It shouldn't have been. If you watch the game, it ain't. Angel Reese is all heart and toughness and all that. It's cool. If she ever develops a jump shot, then y'all better pack it up because she got the paint locked down. But this year, it ain't even really been close, bro. It ain't even been close. Speaking of ain't been close, Stephen A. Smith, I have never seen somebody with a major network be in such a position of power, alleged power, that Stephen A. Smith is in right now. He's about to renegotiate his contract, or he gets up for a renewal in 6 months. He expects to get paid. Pat McAfee just got whatever stupid amount of money he got, and he's like, man, I've been number one on the air for 12 years, and his podcast is not doing bad. He is effectively the face of ESPN, and he's like, y'all better pay me.
Pay you for what?
What you mean? He's got the number one show.
Yeah, because you're on the number one block on the worldwide leader in sports. Do we think that Stephen A. Smith is doing something that somebody else could not do with that show?
Yes. You won't be Stephen A. I think he got his replacement. If he were to leave, he got his replacement. His replacement would be Shannon Sharp.
But what I'm saying is, I think there are other people who could do this job and be the number one guy like he's been for the last 12 years if you're on Sports Center at 7 o'clock.
Really?
I mean, if you're on ESPN at 7 a.m. every day, if you're on ESPN from 7 to 11, yes. I do think that there's a myriad of people who could do this job.
Yeah, but he's on.
I guess put it this way to me. Take him off of everything. Is he really missed? Are you like when Shannon left Skip, he left a void. I don't think that if Stephen A. Smith went somewhere, you could find a replacement. As long as you're not trying to grab Tony Reale or Max, you could find a decent replacement for Stephen A. Smith.
Max who? Kellerman?
Yes, I'm telling you, those are the two guys not to grab. They don't bring me anything. Stephen A. like, you're a person who falls into his demographic of who he's marketing to. Do you really have to hear Stephen A. Smith about anything?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to him. I listen to his podcast. I don't watch First Take as much. I do watch the NBA show that he's on, and I watch when he does
the
guest
NBA
shows
show
on,
was
what?
NBA show is better with Rachel Nichols. The Jump was the best NBA show that they've had.
But that's not his fault. But he's the one. Like, you can't deny, personal feelings aside, you can't deny that he has basically been the one, to me, to keep ESPN where it is over the last. He's executive produced. He executive produces First Take. He's the one that introduced a lot of the current minority talent. He was the one that brought them on.
Yes. Now that's different to me. Yeah, adding Shannon was probably the best thing that he's done as far as I'm considered. But I don't have to hear Stephen A. Smith do no basketball for playoffs or finals. I don't need to hear. I don't listen to that show in the morning. For me specifically, and I think most people, Stephen A. Smith himself does not have a very big or really any type of like diehard following. Like, I'll give Pat McAfee. I don't watch the show nearly as much, but he has a diehard group of fans, and he has unique ability to be able to pull in the NFL coaches where ESPN just wasn't doing it before. I don't know what Stephen A. Smith does that can't be replicated by somebody else.
I don't know it's like Stephen A. Smith to me is starting to get into it's like Michael Wilbon. Like, Wilbon was the same thing. Like, Wilbon was good at what he did. He had a niche. He was an insider for Chicago basketball. And then he turned out to be this big ESPN sports personality once he got on. Right? It's the same thing. Like, you could replace Michael Wilbon to talk about basketball. You could do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the difference is it's not Michael Wilbon.
Yeah, but like Wilbon to Stephen A. Smith to me are opposite ends. Like, why? Wilbon is a journalism god. Stephen A. Smith, I guess you have to put him in that category because of his time, the 12 years he spent at ESPN. But at the end of the day,
even before that, when he was in Philly, that's how he got on.
Yeah, you're right. And who was there when he was in Philly?
I don't know who was there when he was in Philly.
Allen
AI.
Iverson.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan was there when Wilbon was covering. What? Jordan was there when Wilbon was covering the Bulls.
But Wilbon was there before and after.
Yeah. So, what does that mean?
Okay.
Wilbon ascended into the ESPN the same way that Stephen A. did. I feel like Stephen A. Fourth down.
My opinion, if I was ESPN, pass.
Yeah,
we'll pay you something.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
Okay, Matt. This, if you want to look at it that way, then it's the Matt Ryan effect. Who you gonna get better than him?
Like, there are actually a myriad of people who I would much rather hear than him.
Who would you get to fill the Stephen A. Smith role?
Give me some time to think about it, and can we come back? We'll table it. We'll talk about that next week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the pregame. We have covered literally everything. We cannot stop that tush push, bro. It's just impossible.
Nobody can.
We have come to the end of the pregame.
What you thought?
We have come to the end of the pregame. We covered a whole lot of stuff. We're